Hey there, friends. Pastor Dave here with another weekly devotion for all the saints. Hope you're doing well today. I'm going to share a quick reading from Max Lucado's You Can Count on God. This devotion will get us thinking about hypocrisy. Why do you notice the little speck of dust in your friend's eye, but don't notice the big piece of wood in your own eye? Matthew 7:3. The next time you find it difficult to live with others, imagine what it's like to live with you. Or to use the lingo of Jesus, don't obsess about the speck of dust in another person's eye while ignoring the beam in your own eye. We have eagle-eye vision when it comes to others, but can be as blind as moles when we examine ourselves. We tend to be like the fellow who was driving on the interstate. As he was driving, he received a panicked call from his wife. "Honey, be careful. I just heard on the radio that some lunatic is speeding down the highway on the wrong side of the road." Well, the husband's reply was equally urgent. "You don't even know, sweetheart. It's not just one car going the wrong way. It's all of them." You think the world needs more tolerance? Then be tolerant. You wish people would quit complaining? When you quit, the world is minus one whiner. If you want to change the world, begin with yourself. Saints, I think hypocrisy is one of the things that really irks Jesus. If you look at all the topics that he covers in the Gospels, that's one of the ones that gets him the most wound up, it seems. He has the harshest things to say about people who say one thing and do another, or people who expect something out of this group over here but aren't willing to perform the same themselves. Hypocrisy is when our words and our actions don't line up, and it's something that is so easy for us to fall into because, as the illustration shows us, we can see what's going on outside of ourselves a lot more easily than we can see what's going on inside. We can notice the speck that's in someone else's eye while not noticing the plank that's in ours. We can notice there are a whole bunch of people on this road going the wrong way, and it never occurs to us that we're the one who's going the wrong way. Why is that? Why are we so blind towards our own faults? I mean, part of it is, I think, a self-preservation measure. Our brains are tuned to make us believe that we're in the right so that we can accomplish anything at all. We have to believe in ourselves to some degree. I think part of it is also arrogance and pride, that we imagine we are without flaws. We imagine that we don't do things wrong the way that other people do, maybe because we understand our own reasoning and our own motivations. We have an inside view on what's going on in our own brains. When we look at someone else, all we see is the result. All we see is the behavior. We don't have insight into what they're thinking, why they did it the way they did it. Maybe it would help if we were more open in terms of communication. If when we see somebody operating in a way we don't understand, rather than rushing to judge and to condemn, we asked, "Why are you doing that?" Or "Why did you do it that way?" Maybe we could have a conversation, and maybe we could come to a better picture of what's really going on. What we want to avoid at all costs is being the kind of hypocrites who are perfectly willing to see someone else fail, to see someone else's flaws, and to never take the time in the mirror to recognize our own. Saints, that's your devotion for this week. I hope it's helpful. Hope it's worth thinking about. Hope you're doing well, staying healthy. I'll be praying for you. Please keep praying for me, and I will see y'all again soon. Take care.